Morning, Jeff. Rob. This is just a random I'm vaping. This is just a middle of the night stream. I was messaging Rob and I've had to get up. I mean, my sciatic pain's horrific, and Rob advised me to go live. He says talking will help, but you know something, the floor of the shrimp room's cold and I'm barefooted, so that's helping as well, bizarrely. So feet on cold floor. I don't know. I don't know how long I'm going to stand. I've took some. I've just took. I try and avoid them, but I've just took an amitriptyline to see if I can, if it'll help me to sleep. That's my heavy breathing. It's me vaping. Let's see if I can get you a better view of this tank. That's better. Yeah, cold feet. It's my right leg, and it almost feels like the tendon that goes down the side of your leg on the outside. It feels like that's really badly cramping, but moving and sort of massaging the leg and the muscle. So the cramp doesn't feel like it's muscular. It feels like the tendon shrunk. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah, I was getting them. So prior to this, I was getting them sort of hitting the ankle, going down the side of the foot, and then under the foot towards the big toe, and on the ball of the foot, it just burnt. It felt like you'd got frostbite under there, and it just burnt all the time. The only downside to going live on YouTube with, I don't think I can get the chat up permanently, is the chat doesn't sit up. You have to keep pressing something to get it. Don't know if there's a way to, what's that? Oh no, that's a highlighted. I want to highlight it. I can put filters on then. You're getting turned back on me. Yeah, I should have done a vertical one, because then you see them at the bottom, so they're permanently at the bottom. But if you go into horizontal on YouTube, well, on my phone, definitely they sit. Yeah, it does seems to do that a lot, and there's obviously more than one in chat. I don't think FFL's joined yet. The the plant the plant's in front of you. Yeah, you see pretty much the whole tank. I wish I'd got a board down the back of this one or painted. This is probably one of the easy ones to slot a board down the back. Oh, so tired. So I've tied a couple of these mesh pads up. The two at the front, one of them's flame moss. I've got something better, that black corrugated board. So the two at the front, one of them's flame moss and the other one, so the left one's flame moss, or what I can see to the left. And then there's another one of those a bit further back. I'm just culturing them. And the one on the right is a rarer Huckeracia moss, so that'll sort of all grow upwards. Lovely moss, that is. The plant to the left is Tropica mini needle leaf boos. And then the ones on the bit of wood, I'm not sure, they're obviously boos, but I'm not sure what type of boos. I think there are a couple of rarer ones that I had. Trying to think where my booses are. I've got a feeling one of them's Metallica, and the one side's Metallica and the other side's, it'll come to me. And then just behind that to the right, you can see on a piece of cholla wood that's absolutely gone to pieces, I think that's Anubias nangi. Our fish fam's arrived. So you can do your FFL joke now, Rob. Yeah, one's Metallica. No, I don't have the boost moss, Rob. One's Metallica and one's Purple Rain. Yeah, definitely Purple Rain. It's juggling some scales. Try FFL. Try FFL Riddle or FFL Wally. Must be an American show, that one. Don't know that one. If the glass was a bit cleaner on the tank below, I'd move down onto that. Because that tank started with 7 shrimp, 3 died. A stupid mistake of mine, and there's absolutely stacks in there now. Some really nice genetics as well. was just having a nice toilet. Wonder if FFL's watch time counts. You can do FFL 8-ball, so Ace BA double L, and then ask it a question, and it will give you an 8-ball question. So I'm going to just slightly move. I don't know how well these will pick up. You know, I've been separating off these red galaxies. The quality's not great in there. There's a couple with decent-ish backs, but there's a couple in there that are so dark red. Then they're darker than crimson. They're like a blood red, and like a dark wine colour. There's some that aren't as good and some that are. But if I could get, I'm just trying to see if it's male or female. I think it's female. There's 2 or 3 of them. Red wine galaxies. I mean, the backline on them's terrible, but if I get some sort of nice backline with that crimson, I didn't know that. When I had them off David, the original lot that I've obviously added to because there was only a few. I pulled them out of a mix that he gave me. In fact, they weren't in a mix; they were in their own tank, but he shoved them in a mix bag. And I separated a couple out, and they're really colouring up on the help soil. Let's so they're under that little Anubius. Yeah, it's good soil. Okay, this is how you doing? This is so it's a pretty crappy tank, but there's a couple of shrimp in here that have got, some have got really good colour, and there's a couple that have got really nice markings. So I'm just going to let them go and see how they go. And obviously I can always clear them. So for aquarium animals and me, it's 3 a.m. in the UK, and Mr. Fishbert I knew would be up, and I've got up in abject pain with sciatic pain and leg cramps. So I was messaging Rob, Mr. Fishbert, and he says just go live. he says it will take your mind off it. And I've come into the shrimp room. My feet are on a painted concrete floor, so the cold's helping. And I've took some medication. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on Alan. I was chatting to Alan earlier. I think I come off Alan's and went to. I think I come off Alan's, did a few minutes on Rob's, and then went to bed. But I've been to bed. I've been in bed 2.5 hours, and I've had to get up. because of the time, I never expected many people to come on anyway. I'm surprised I've got more than Rob, if I'm honest. Do you remember all them little tiny bits of boost that you gave me, Rob? Like a big pile of boosts all bundled up, little bits and pieces and rhizomes. And I'm gonna see if I can just quickly show. I don't know if I'm gonna get the angle, but let's. I'll tell you what, I know what I can do actually. I've got my quick release on, and I. So all them that's half of all them bits of boost, Rob. You know, the little bits and pieces you sent me. And I just glued everything and that's the other half. That might be boost moss actually, that on that, but I think it's Java. But they've took off really well, and I don't know what soil I used in these. I think I used a mix of them, but these are so that's one of the adults, and there's a few generations. There's literally 4 shrimp left in here. I know there was loads. I can't. Everyone else in the house is asleep, so I'm not going to go and have a shower and wake them up. Be nice though. There's a lot of contrast in here then. How to use the baseline in the ring. What does that mean? That's that's quite funny. That's to lubricate the log, Rob. I wanna click on something on here, but I'm worried that it will end my stream. I need to do something on my phone. If I disappear, I'm going to try and go to bed. If I disappear, if not, I'll be back. I'm just going to try and do something on my phone. Yeah, I'm back. Did it go off for a second then? Did YouTube go off for a second then? Cool. I must have when I took my medication last night, I must have forgot to mark it off. I use an app so as I don't forget stuff, because I'm supposed to take that much, and if I don't mark it off, it forgets to tell me when to reorder and stuff. Tell you what, I really need to sweep the floor in now. I can feel all sorts under my feet. But it's good that I can feel things on my feet, because it's not pain, it's just cold. I actually cleaned the Hoover out the other day, and I did something that I haven't done for ages. and I mean ages, and that was vac the car. So I was, as you know, as Rob definitely knows, I never left the house for about 3 months. Couldn't get in the car, just in so much pain. Couldn't get in the car at all, and it feels like as I've lost weight, the pain in my back has changed. So went from bad to worse, but then sort of picked up, and I could get back in the car and drive. But I felt good enough to actually give the car a little bit of a vacuum and a dust out the other day. So the vacuum I've got is like a wet and dry industrial one from a place called Screwfix that sells sort of tools and hardware and stuff. But I must have been hoovering up brick dust and all sorts with it. Oh yeah, that's a good shout, that is, Rob. I can't remember how I gave it, Jeff. I'm sure it was sort of off chat when I gave Jeff his spanner. Let's see who else. Fish from Link. Can't give him one. There you go, Rob. You got your top spanner, managing moderator. Hi, George. All that King Robertus Brucaronius. My missus will probably hear me talking. Although I think she's Sparkhouse, she'll probably hear me talking, come down and, what are you doing? Just trying to take my mind off the pain. It has helped actually, Rob. I'm not sure if it's the seating position that I'm in, because I'm sitting on the two steps, or the cold floor. It definitely won't be the meds, because they won't kick in for about 20-25 minutes. Oh, these are some of my lower grade ones. I don't want to. I could take you up to some much better tanks, but I've deliberately stayed off them so I can sit down. Yeah, the cold floor's mad. Absolutely mad, the cold floor is. Oh, that was my night crew light flashing. My frogs are panicking because they think it's daylight and they've only had a couple of hours kip. Well, the lights go off at 10 p.m. One rack goes off at 9, and the other two racks go off at 10. But the frogs are on rundown timers, so they dim. They're on a separate lighting system to the racks. Excuse me. let's move back over onto this one. I don't know if you'd get these in the States, Jeff, when you do go for Carradina eventually, but these are called, oh, my AC's come on. These are called Bloodshot Carradina, so they're a cross, a stabilised hybrid cross between Tangerine Tiger and Wild Red Tiger. So they're sort of orangey pinky red. They don't show, well, they do show up all right on here actually, but if you zoom in, you get quite sort of there's banding on them and little red spots and stuff. So it's sort of an orange base with like a red tiger in over the top. Some better than others. Oh, cool. Yeah, brilliant starter shrimp these, Jeff. They breed for fun. And they're bulletproof, really hardy. We've got a stream on Monday, and I'm an advocate of having mixed Carradina as your first Carradina tank, just because you'll learn so much about. They're cheap. You learn so much about sort of keeping them, and you start to get an insight into how the genetics work. And I'll be discussing that Monday, or will be discussing that Monday, should I say. So that streams on the calendar. It's 7:30 p.m. UK time. Part 2, Carradina for Beginners, Part 2. Excuse me for 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to stand up and grab a bit of what I call blue roll tissue. Blow my nose. I've got a feeling I might be coming down with a cold. My or man flu, as it's called here. The my lad's definitely got it. He's not well, but we tested him for COVID, and he's definitely not got COVID. Hi, good. trying to click on Red's Laser and make them a mod, and it won't let me. If the camera's bouncing, it's because I'm in the process of raising it up. Ugh. Oh, mac and cheese. We've got the ingredients for mac and cheese. That blue one. Oh, I don't eat all day. I tend to have a light breakfast mid-morning, maybe a piece of toast, maybe two. and then don't eat till, well, I have my evening meal about 4 or 5 p.m. and then have a couple of snacks between that and bedtime. That boa's still alive, Rob. The one that got shell stuck. And I got wind. Oh. It's a bit ripe, that one. I'm surprised it hasn't set the smoke alarm off. There's that. Some absolute quality shrimp in there. Some not so quality. But they're getting their eviction notice over the next couple of weeks. I want to do. I don't want to put them in the mixed tank, Rob. I want to do another Galaxy tank. So once I've moved everything around, then I'm going to start selecting, because I want to do sort of a high grade, medium grade, and any rubbish. Look at that shrimp there. Any rubbish will go in the mixed tank. But the stuff that I don't want to keep in here, but it's too good to go in the mixed tank. I don't know what the audio's like as well. Is the audio better than it was the other day, where it was horrendous? This see, look at that one at the front as well. Could do with better face spots, but what a backline. I'm gonna cut it in a minute, guys. The am trips that I'm standing, and the am triptyline starting to kick in, so it's giving me a bit of a head spin. Right, I'm going to end it there then. Thanks everybody. Random one. I'd stay longer if my head weren't spinning off these meds. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you at the next one. Don't forget, Monday, 7:30 p.m. UK time, myself and Mr. Fishburne are doing Carolina for Beginners Part 2. And I've got a video out around 6 p.m. Sunday evening UK time with a special guest, specifically a shrimp video, this one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.